What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? Welcome to
Hello,
our
hello.
first work from home dev stream. My name's Nicole. I am a community manager here at Funcom. You may know me as Spinosaur. And with me, we got.
I am Scott. I'm the executive producer on Conan Exiles. Nice to meet everybody.
I would also like to introduce my cat. I saw some people in chat talking about cats, and I was sitting here just like, yes, you do see a cat. And her name is Taffeta. She's sleeping right here. She's my co pilot. And Scott, you also have a pet, don't you?
Yeah, here, let's see if I can get her up here. She's shy. 1 second. I'm going to mute, so.
Quack, quack, quack. Are we quacking? Quack, quack. Oh, there she is.
There's my working buddy. Say hi,
Oh,
Calypso.
God.
Oh, you're so shy.
She looks so scared. She's like, please, Dad, please no.
Yes, please leave me alone. Let me lay down.
Um, so people may notice that we were missing a certain face that appears to be in chat, Jens Eric. So we're both happy and sad to say that he found a new exciting opportunity. I have some big shoes to fill. Jens Eric, we wish you the best. Love you, miss you, all that good stuff.
Yeah, best of
Um,
luck.
yeah. Hello, Erection. I hate saying that name so bad. um, So, what we're going to be talking about today. So, we're going to be going over Test Live, the changes there. We're going to go over Followers 1 and Followers 2. And then something new that we're going to be talking about. So, stay tuned for that. And then we're going to do some Q&A at the end. If you guys have questions, feel free to put them in chat. We probably won't be able to answer them until Q&A, but we do have Natasha and our amazing community support team, Hugo and Ignacy there. So, they will do their best to answer. Yeah. All right. So, Mr. Executive Producer, how are you? Tell us about yourself.
Doing well. So yeah, I joined the Exiles team back in January. I was supposed to move to Oslo in April, but unfortunately, Corona hit, and I'm stranded in the middle of moving right now. So that's why my room is very blank. We we sold all of our furniture, so it's yeah, my computer's on a like one of those folding tables I had to get from Walmart. So yeah, good times.
God. It's,
Uh,
yeah, I can't imagine how rough that is. It's, woof.
it could be far far worse,
I
right?
mean, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're yeah. So uh yeah, but yeah, I'm very excited to be on the Exiles team. We've done a couple releases since I've joined. So we had a hot fix at the end of not a hot fix, just a general quality of life patch at the end of January. We released Followers 1. We made some changes to how we're using Test Live, which is pretty interesting. We're engaging the community a lot more. We are committing to having builds on Test Live for substantially longer. We had, I believe, 4 patches. Maybe it was just 3 patches for Followers 1. Thanks to everybody that was participated on Test Live.
Mm-hmm.
The build would have been much worse without you. And we are currently doing the same thing for Followers 2. So I believe we've had 3 patches there. We have another one that will hopefully go out very, very soon. That will have which we plan to be the release candidate. So stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
In addition to some other stuff.
Oh, it's been so long since I've been on a Funcom stream, and I'm just like, I'm loving all the familiar faces. I'm like looking at Pixel Cave Gaming. There's Whack, Lynn Theory, all of y'all, and all the new people too, of course. But, all right. So, shall we move on to Test Live changes?
Do we want to talk about Corona real quick?
Oh yes, sorry, my
Yeah.
bad.
So
No.
yeah, obviously we're working from home. You can see with our animals here. We were pretty fortunate, just being in the industry we are, that we can still work pretty effectively from home. I know a lot of other people are a lot more impacted by us, so we're very fortunate for that.
Mm.
So Funcom started doing work from home for all 3 of our studios around March 11th. So we're on week 7 or 8, maybe. Yeah, it's been a long time
It's been a
since we've seen
while,
each other.
yeah.
But yeah, there's been a lot of difficulties. We have a great team that have helped get hardware to people, that working with just our VPNs and various networks to make sure that we can work effectively. It has had an impact on development though, Just you know, the internet is slower when you're going from home as
Yeah.
opposed to what we have. Our amazing bandwidth in the office is not quite the same. So, and then just various technical problems with, you know, losing connection to the internal servers and it having impact on our tools. So, but I'm very happy to say that we're pretty much hitting our deadlines, which is great. The team's been doing an amazing job. So I'm very, very proud of what we've been able to do. But yeah, it could be worse.
Yes,
It could definitely be a
definitely.
lot better too, though.
Yeah.
So we're just helping flattening the curve where we can, since we are one of the fortunate groups of people that can actually work from home
Absolutely.
effectively.
Oh, Joel's in here. What's up, Joel?
Hi, Joel.
All right, so now I guess we can talk about some test live stuff. So there are changes that we've made. So we're keeping the updates there longer and getting more feedback, as you may have noticed for those testing. If you want to expand on that a little bit, or
Yeah, like I said earlier, we want to make sure that we do several iterations on Test Live for all of our builds. It's just it gives the community a chance to be involved in the development process, allows our testing resources to be way larger than what we could do internally and with our external partners. So yeah, like I said, we're very grateful. It does slow down the development process a bit. That's one of the side effects, right? Is
yeah,
that we spend more iterations, so it takes a little bit longer for things to get out. But the goal being that when we do release something, we don't need to scramble for as many hot fixes, and that the product we do release is of a higher quality is what we're aiming for.
yeah. I hope that everybody in chat, or not everybody, but most people in chat were able to take a look into Test Live. So I guess with that, we can go ahead and talk about just dip into followers 1.
Sure.
Okay. So I have some pre-recorded clips for y'all that I did. We'll start that up. Okay. So I think most of everybody here is already familiar with Followers 1. It went into all platforms on March 10th, I believe. Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, March 10th.
So if you open your inventory, you'll see you have a little tab called Followers. And this will give you a great overview of like all the followers you have. It'll give you your name, your class, status, blah, 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 blah. And then you can see a little toggle on the right side there. It'll show up on your map. So that's pretty cool. You can see where they are. And then if you right click on their name, you can then see their stats, so you don't have to like go straight up to the follower and do that. You can break bonds, so you don't have to do it right in front of their face. And then the awesome rescue button, which allows you to bring the thrall or follower directly to you. So I hope everybody has been able to test that out and try it out. But yeah.
Yeah. One of the main goals was just to, obviously it's called follower management. So just to be able to manage where your followers are, both your thralls and your pets. There were some issues. I know I saw some reports for people that had lost a thrall like months and months back, and they finally were able to find it. So that is great, reuniting you with your lost followers from ages ago. Obviously, we'll try to fix the bugs that caused them to be lost, but this gives the community a bit more control, and it'll allow people to, hopefully tidy things up a bit if there's followers lost all over the map.
Oh yeah, I hope you like my thrall names, or my follower names. For some reason, I really like food names for my followers. Honestly, food names for like any pets or whatever. You know, you got pork chop, you got squid, all of that. So yeah, that was in Followers 1. So we know that we mentioned something about a follower limit.
Yeah, this was one of the big reasons we did Followers 1. We are still working on the follower limit. The initial implementation had some issues where it could not be exploited. It just wasn't very user friendly. So we've made a couple changes since we first announced it. The first one is that we have a soft limit on them instead of everything just being a hard limit. So for example, say your clan follower limit was 100. And then somebody left your clan. Before the change, you would have lost 5 thralls, which is not great. But now you'll hit your soft cap. So while you're inside the soft cap, you can't add any more thralls, but you won't lose them until you get down to the hard cap. When we actually push the follower limit, we'll explain the details of this and what the actual caps will be on Test Live. this is sort of going into what we're talking about next, which is followers 2. But in addition to the commands that we're going to talk about, we've done a lot of AI improvements from a optimization standpoint, so that hopefully the end result of that is that we can make the thrall limit a little bit higher than we were originally planning.
Right on.
And we'll talk about the actual implementation of this right after followers 2 comes out. So we'll do a couple days of just checking performance on servers, and then we'll put out an announcement of exactly what the limits are going to be, just for an individual and for each clan member in a clan, and then give you guys time to make any adjustments you need so that you can be within the soft caps or the hard caps.
Oh yeah, by the way, this is on loop, so it's a pre-recorded video, so it'll loop over just so everybody can see everything that's happening. All right, so then we can go move on to followers 2. Transition here. Nope. There we go. All right, so followers 2 currently on test live. So I think everybody on console or some people on PC who haven't been on test live have not been able to really check this out just yet. But this introduces the AI stances and command system, which I think everybody is super excited for. So if you go to your follower, you'll see a new radial option that's called behaviors. And if you open that up, you will see engagements and tactics. So if you hit on tactics, you will have 3 options. You can have them stand and defend, so they will sit there, hold the fort. You can have them prioritize melee, so they will select the shortest range weapon in their inventory, so like a sword. And then if you hit prioritize range, then you can have them select the longest range weapon, so that would be a bow. It does look cool. I think it's really awesome. So it's great. So if you have like an archer, you can just have them sit on the balcony and they won't run all the way downstairs or anything.
Yeah.
But yeah. So then the other option is engagement. So you'll see you have like a whole array of options there. You've got guard area, so your follower will attack when an enemy engages with them or a friendly presence. Or you can do guard me, so your follower will attack an enemy that attacks you or that you attack. And then attack all enemies, which kind of self-explanatory. Like they'll just go and attack an enemy that comes into their detection range. And then attack nothing, so they can just literally sit there and attack nothing. And then you got attack and chase distance. So with this, you can choose like the distance that they will go attack something, or choose the distance that they'll go chase something and then stop chasing. And these range from the lowest, which is 5 meters, to the longest, which is 50 meters. Yeah. So I think that's pretty exciting. I think that's going to be really cool. You know, you just kind of select what kind of play style you want to do.
Yeah. I mean, Exiles is a sandbox game, and one of the fantasies we want to portray, right, is you start from nothing and you work your way up to ruling a kingdom or a town, right?
Exactly.
So giving the players more control over how their minions act is really important to achieving that, and for it to be a more immersive experience. And we're really excited to see what the modders can take this system and expand on, which they continue to amaze me with what they're able to do with the toolbox they're provided.
Oh, they're freaking awesome. It's like the whole community of modders is just incredible. Blows my mind. All right. So then the other thing that's coming with followers 2 is a new active follower radial wheel. So
this is what I'm excited about.
Yeah, no, this one's great. So what you can do is once you have a follower, an active follower, you can go and tell them to attack something. So instead of you having to go attack an enemy or an enemy attacking you, you can just set them out and be like, hey, go after that dude. And they'll just go start attacking. And one of the other things you can do is you can tell them to move. So they'll go move to a different spot. So if you want to get them out of the way, or if they're in the way or whatever, they'll slowly but surely, whenever they can, go over there. Yeah,
and I mean, one of my favorite games ever has to do with horses and swords. I won't say what it is, but the dream is, like commanding an army. So it's on live right now. You have to sort of, just go face tank something in order for your follower to come and assist you. So hopefully, being a little bit more of a general, maybe we expand this more in the future to make it a bit more robust. But I'm very happy with where it is right now.
Yeah.
It just makes the these are your followers or your companions or your pets, so it makes sense to be able to command them as a general on the battlefield to go do
Absolutely.
your bidding.
And the other two options that you actually have on this radio wheel is like you can have them return to you. So instead of just moving over there or over there, you can just say like, "Hey, come back here." They'll continue fighting, or tell them to straight up stop. So they'll just take hits or whatever. And you can do this through the wheel, or there's hotkeys that you can click, have them move, double click, have them attack, I believe.
Yeah, so it's by default it's bound to the use key just
Yeah.
to conserve button mapping, especially on controller. You can bind it to something else though if you have an available key. So if you single click, it tells your thrall or follower or pet to move to a location or to attack.
Yeah.
If you double click, it tells them to stop what they are doing, so they'll stop where they are. And then if you triple click, it returns them to you, and then it restores their native their default engagement or tactics behavior.
Cool. And then the other thing that it's adding is the ability to drag unconscious NPCs while on horseback. So now you don't have to bind them up and run all the way back to your base on foot. So all you have to do is just like get on your horse, run back over to them on your horse, bring out your bindings, and then just take them back. And I know, about time.
Yeah, this is one of the big oversights, right?
Yeah.
One of the really compelling experiences in Exiles is going out, enslaving some people or turning them into thralls,
Right.
and then bringing them back. And it was just unfortunate that you couldn't do it on horse.
I love all their reactions. They're like, yes! Yes, I'm so glad someone got it. I named my stuff, my horses and my followers pretty dumb stuff, so I'm glad someone got my horse name. So yeah, you can drag them, which I feel so sorry for the poor thrall, like unconscious, being dragged over a rock and lakes and all kinds of stuff. And then if you aggro enemies, then they're also chasing after you. It's a little comical, but I love it.
It's a pretty savage experience, but
Yeah.
it's what you expect in the
game,
Exiled
right?
lands.
Yeah. And then finally, you can also have a mount and a follower active at the same time. So
Yay.
as you can see in my clip up here, he won't like jump up on you like on back of your horse or anything like that, but he'll run after you. Like he'll keep up. It's leg day. So, and I think that's about it. I mean, I'm sure it'll come with a bunch of like bug fixes and stuff like that as well that we'll have.
Yeah, we have so we're calling it followers, but we actually did an entire pass on the AI system for Exiles. So it's been refactored and improved. There will be some changes that you will notice. So this doesn't just impact followers; it impacts every NPC in the game. So when I talked earlier about the optimizations, that has to do with NPCs also. So they should run better on the servers, and then increase server performance based on the allowing you to have more thralls and active NPCs at the same time. And then there are other quality of life issues or fixes as well, but they're not really related to followers.
Cool. Well, that's something exciting to look forward to. When is this coming out?
It should hit the live servers on Thursday of next week, right before the anniversary. So May 7th.
So cool, confirmed, coming out. And this will be for all platforms, right?
Yeah, for all platforms.
Cool. Awesome. So hype, something to look forward to. And that's, I think, all we have to say about followers and what to expect there.
Yeah, and we're not done. We're still working on some stuff. I know there are some concerns with PvP balance. We are working on it, and we should have something out. I don't want to promise when exactly, but we're working on a pass just to make things a bit more logical, so that as a teaser, we don't want thralls to be the heroes, right? The exiles should be the heroes.
All right. So now, moment of truth. What's this new thing that we're about to announce, Scott?
All right. Yeah. So it's time to talk about the new DLC.
Hey!
It is the Architects of Argos. So it is a DLC based on the Greek-influenced Argosian people. So yeah, here we have a clip showing off the armor. So the armor is inspired by Greek sailors and hoplite warriors. yeah, I'm pretty impressed with what we've got. It looks
It
different
looks
from everything else.
awesome. Yeah, no,
It's
I love it. I'm like obsessed when it comes to kind of like deep sea or sea kind of anything like bronze and copper and things like that. It also reminds me of like a almost like Legend of Zelda, like the Zora or like underwater
yeah.
dungeons and stuff like that, which I really like.
Yeah, the Argos, like I said, it's based on where Greece is. So a seafaring nation.
Yeah.
There's not going to be boats. Sorry, no
Say that
boats
now,
yet.
yeah.
There's not enough water for really there to be boats.
Oh, yeah,
But
someone was like, yeah, Dwarf Friends was like, so boats conferred? Like
boats.
immediately right before.
Yeah, no boats.
Yet.
Sorry, that'd be cool though. Uh, yeah, so Argos right on the coast. You know, they're pirates slash Greek inspired. So pretty excited. Really
Yeah.
excited when we get to the building set. You can see some of this behind it, but
Yeah.
the armors and the weapons look amazing. This one that's showing,
The
I'm delayed a
Warhammer.
bit, so sorry, but the fish warhammer
The
is
Warhammer is my
fantastic.
favorite. Yeah, no, it's very good. Yeah, this will absolutely pair well with the Aquilonian DLC. You're absolutely
Yeah,
right.
it was designed to go hand in hand with the
Well, there
Aquilonian
you
DLC.
go.
So Jewel of the West, I believe, is the name of it.
Yeah.
So the building pieces were designed alongside of it, so that both of them, you can really just expand on Aquilonia. You can see one
Yeah.
of my favorite features there, which is the columns. We'll talk about that in a little bit.
Yes. So it's going through the weapons right now. So you'll have 9 new weapons with this DLC, which is pretty awesome. Here is the War Axe. That's the last one, I believe. Um, but yeah, no, I love the look of it. It's all very ropey, very bronzy. So enter. Here we go. Check it out. Vaulted ceilings.
Yeah, so this builds on the dome system that was introduced in Blood and Sand. So we're continuing using that. These statues and placeables are amazing.
And you get fountains. Ah! I think that's gonna be amazing. Yeah, so here are some of the statues with some of the fountains placed there. I want to say there's 2 fountains, and there's one that like it's a statue, but it looks like a fountain. You have some amazing awnings, so you can make incredible balconies, some new rugs, and then yeah, here is the awesome statue here. I love it.
Yeah, it's so we wanted to make this like an opulent, right, DLC to build, so that you could recreate, amazing Greek temples and Argosian temples, and the team and the art team on Exiles just killed it with this.
They
It
sure
looks so
did.
good.
It's amazing. I want to say it's my favorite one yet. Like I'm not just saying that, but it looks great. Oh, and here, so pillars, guys and gals, and everything in between. So you've got 3 different kinds. You have singular pillars, so that's this one right here. So you can pop that one on down. And then, and sorry, the text goes a little bit beyond. You have bottom, middle, and top pieces. And you can put as many middle pieces in there as you want, but yes, you can drink out of the fountains. I didn't know it until I tested it out. I was like, oh, you can do it. So, yeah.
Yeah, the modular column system is something we have really needed for a long time. It's it's kept buildings shorter than they should have been. So making really tall palaces, and I'm excited to see what the modders do again with the system.
And here are just some of the saddles that you can check out. There's 3 new types of that. Jens, please don't change. Okay, and so then lastly here, I think this is really cool what you can do with those, with the ceilings, is you can make little canals. So it'll be great over water. It's almost like being in Venice in a way, I guess, without the boats. But yeah, with the vaulted ceilings, you can make little arches.
Yeah, it looks beautiful. The marketing team always amazes me with what they can build with all the assets we make.
Well, I was gonna say, yeah, like I didn't build this. I wish I did. I wish I could say I did. It's beautiful.
If I built it, it would just be a box.
So yeah, so with this, you'll have 49 building pieces, 18 placeables, 3 new saddles, 15 new armor pieces, so it's 3 sets of that, and then 9 new weapons. So that's something to look forward to. When can we expect it?
It is also going out on Thursday of next week with followers too. So they will both release on all 3 platforms.
Sweet.
May 7th.
So yeah, May 7th, expect followers 2 patch, and then the DLC drop. Yeah, I'm glad you guys like it because like we were. Oh, it's your birthday! Oh, happy early birthday!
Happy birthday.
That's great. So yeah, really excited to see what kind of buildings you do with this. But so I think that's all we have to say about the DLC. I think now we have a whole lot of time for Q&A if we want to get into that. It's went by really quick.
Yeah. So just to be the bearer of bad news, I see map coming up a lot. We're not going to talk about that in the stream today.
Sorry.
Sorry.
All right, so I'm seeing questions about sorcery, which.
Yeah. So I'll use the same thing I just said for the maps. We're not really ready to talk about that yet.
What did Scott work on before Conan Exiles?
What did I work on before? So I joined Funcom a long time ago in 2001. So I was on the customer support and QA teams back then, and then moved into management and development when we opened up the Montreal studio to work on Secret World. So before this, I was running our 3 MMOs and then working on a unannounced project. But I'm very happy to be on Exiles. I'm a big MMO online persistent survival player. So I love these games. I love Exiles. I put in a lot of hours. So yeah, I'm excited.
Let's see. Oh, chat's moving so fast. Let's see. I'm hoping that our community support team and Natasha are in here. So if there are more technical questions that we miss or aren't able to get to, they will do their best to answer you. Let's see. Boo. So there are some questions about some more technical stuff. So like exploits fixing and touching on purges and things like that.
Yeah. So we are working on both of those things. So we have a live team that is constantly reacting to issues that pop up on live. So there will be exploit fixes in this patch coming up next Thursday. We are also working on server optimization just to improve the play experience all around. We also introduced a new official servers rules. So those are published and live now. So the community team is trying to keep our live servers as a enjoyable place to play on. So that's the goal of that. Yeah, I think that was what they asked. But yeah, we're working on exploits too. We're trying to fix them when they come up and when we have time to work on them.
Why don't I move this so we can see our beautiful faces? There we go. Will mods ever be possible on console?
That is a hard question.
I know.
It's not something we can promise right now.
Yeah. Let's see. When can we expect a city system?
Now you're speaking to me. Just like sorcery and the new map, we can't really talk about unannounced features.
Let's see. Will there be a Viking DLC? Some people are asking about certain themes when it comes to DLCs.
Yeah, so when before we start working on a culture pack DLC, we look at what we feel is missing from Howard's world. So we do have some Nordheim stuff in there. Joel would yell at me if I said that if I didn't mention that there aren't actually Vikings in the world in Howard's setting. So yeah, I'll just if anything's not in the game, it's Joel's fault. I'll just say that.
There you go.
So we really want to make the world consistent with the savage world of Conan, right? So Joel does an amazing job making sure that we are as true to Conan and Howard as we can be. But to get back to what I was saying before I started talking about Joel, we look at what the players want. So if you want a specific DLC, definitely be vocal about it.
Yeah.
And we also look at what's missing from the game right now, right? So is there a Stygian or a Hyperborean or anything like that? So, but yeah, too early to talk about what we'll do next.
Someone had asked about avatars and when that will be reintroduced.
Avatars, yeah. So we are working on it right now. It's too early to say when they will be on exactly, but it is a high priority for me that they're back on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they should be on official servers.
Then we have a question about let's see, any new hairstyles or character customizations coming?
Not right now. Before we can really get new hairstyles and character customizations, we want a way for players to be able to change. It'd be pretty bad if we released a ton of new hairdos, but there was no way to change your character that you've put
Oh, that'd be
2,000
pretty
hours
sad,
into.
right?
So,
Yeah.
yeah, so that needs to happen first before any of that can happen.
Yeah. Let's see. Do you have any plans to increase server player caps in the future?
They are set based on performance right now. So I assume they're talking about official servers.
Yeah.
It is not something that we're looking at right now.
Okay. Let's see here. Will there ever be an option to put your spear on your back? So I know that's like
There's a mod that lets you
I
do
know
that.
there's a great mod. So yeah, any equipped weapon that you have, I think it'll just show up on your back. So if you have like swords, it'll be up on your back on horseback, and it looks pretty badass.
It does. I play with that mod, so.
Let's see, but I don't as far as like it being a feature in the game.
So with every I talked about mods before, but there are a lot of mods out there that do some amazing things. We can't always do exactly what they are doing for various reasons, whether it be lore reasons or we really don't want to infringe sort of what they're doing. But we do look to see if there's anything we can integrate. It really just comes to a matter of time and resources available to us to work with.
Let's see here. I'm getting questions from my team too, just in case I've missed some. So we were answering about the server cap. We touched on exploits like undermeshing and stuff like that we are working on that.
Yeah, so I can talk about undermeshing. We have a system on test live right now that tries to automatically detect it and sort of kill you and remove it if you're there, or if you try to build where we don't want you to. It still has some errors in it, right? False positives, and so we need to get to the point where we feel that the negative impacts of it outweigh the positive impacts. So we are evaluating that. We have increased logging, on the live servers or on test live about this. So like I said, I believe in the producer letter, definitely when a new version of test live comes out, try to undermesh if you can. And then just let us know if things are working, or if you're just randomly walking around and you hop on a rock and you die, that would be the false positive triggering there. So we are working on it. We want to get it better. But yeah.
All right. So a couple more questions here. Will the Argosians DLC be free with the year 2 season pass?
It is not included in the year 2 season pass.
Okay. And they also asked, what are you planning for year 3 season pass? I don't know if...
we do not have any announced plans right now.
Okay. Some other people had asked, will you disable the feature to have a thrall and a horse following you at the same time for PvP times? Is that something we've considered?
It is not currently planned right now.
Okay. Let's see here.
But when we patch out, definitely give us feedback. We will react to stuff, So if we do something that we feel ends up detrimentally impacting the experience, we'll react to it.
Someone had asked, how do you guys feel about the roleplay community?
I love the role-playing community. I actually play on one of our RP servers. So yeah, we try to support it. I think the followers 1 and 2 patch really work really well with the RP community.
Yeah, I mean, like they're great. They're awesome. I'm really bad when it comes to roleplay. I just end up being the same person, even though I'm like, no, I'm gonna play this awesome, badass person who doesn't take no shit. But then,
Yeah,
I just that
just
falls apart real quick.
just like you in real life, Nicole.
Yeah, sure. Let's see. Do you have plans to increase decay from 7 days on official servers? I think.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say that the only times that we really increase decay is on holidays and stuff, right?
Yeah, to give people some time to
Yeah.
go on vacation.
But other than that, I don't think.
The decay system is really important. When foundations and building have a, the more there is a negative impact on the servers. So we can't be too forgiving with that, unfortunately.
Okay. Yeah, we have a lot of questions about PvP balancing. If we want to touch up on that a little bit.
That's an exciting subject, sure.
But I guess they're just asking about like what if we have any plans for, future balancing to PvP.
Yes, yeah. So the first thing we're looking at is thrall balance. I mentioned this before. The thralls are a bit strong right now, and are just followers in general. So we're oops. I haven't. Okay, are we still live?
Yep.
Okay, sorry.
No, you're fine. Did it hiccup on you?
The Twitch shut off on me. All right, we're back.
The Twitch.
We were talking about PvP. I could use this as an excuse to not talk about PvP balance. So we're working on thrall balance. I think that's one of the first things we need to do. It's not fun when you're walking around and a thrall just comes and one-shots you. Here comes Sumerian Berserker with a two-hander, and he just cut me in half. So we are working on it. It's just these things take some time. So we will have a first pass in the patch after this. So if we have to hotfix, it won't be included in that. But the very one after that will be have our first. I would say it's not a half solution, but it's the first step to getting us where we want to be.
All right. Good answer. Any plans to improve the purge system with new features or general improvements?
Can you say that again?
Any plans to improve the purge system with new features or general improvements?
I think first with purges, we need to just fix it. So we're working on some systems now for making NPCs attack buildings more consistently. That might not be in the Thrall or the Followers 2 patch, but hopefully it'll be pretty soon after that. Then we just need to make sure that they're triggering properly and that it's an enjoyable PvE experience. So it is something I want to work on, but we have other stuff we need to work on too. So it's
yeah.
Yeah.
Someone had asked, can we server admins have an option to enable rescue with equipment intact? That'd be kind of a nice
server
admins.
Yeah. Possibly. Yeah. I can.
It's a good suggestion. Yeah.
We can look into it.
Sure.
It would be obviously just for. I mean, the reason they lose equipment is to prevent exploits from happening.
Right. But on private servers, I guess it'd be kind of cool to have the option to disable that.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Sorry, we're getting bombarded, so I don't want to. There are some that we've already touched on, but will followers be able to swim anytime soon, or is that not planned at all?
Oh, yeah, NPCs in water is pretty scary. Yeah.
But
I would say not right now.
Yeah. Will factions ever be a thing in the game?
I mean, there are factions, like the race factions in there right now.
I think they're maybe talking like on a
like,
bigger scale, probably.
Are they talking about like alliances, clan alliances?
That's what I'm thinking.
Not right now.
Oh. Will saddles be able to be dyed?
I believe they are tentable on the material, so that might just be an oversight. I can look into it if you make me a note to look into that and
Right
the server admin being
Okay.
able to rescue without losing equipment.
Oh, sorry. So for the stats in regards to the armor, so heavy has vitality, the medium has grit, and light has strength. Let's see. Thrall emotes?
Thrall emotes, yeah. It's something we should definitely do. I think
agree.
it's great for the RP community
Yeah.
to have thralls and followers being able to do emotes.
That's on my personal wish list. I think it'd be really cool to have that and different dances and this kind of rolls over from Age of Conan. Well, you had the ability to hide your helmet. That was always kind of nice. But like I said, that's my wish list. I don't. I'm not you, Scott. Let's see. Thank you, Scott. They said, "I love you," says Erection.
Well, thanks.
Let's see. Oh man, my Twitch scroll bar is so high up. All right, armor displays to complement weapon racks.
So there's a mod that does this also, I believe. A lot of this is the reason we don't have it right now is somewhat a performance thing, right? If
Yeah.
you can, there's some of the armors are pretty expensive as far as what they do, and if you just have tons and tons of them all over the place, it's not going to be run very well. But it is something that it is always in one of the top community requests that we do evaluate. So,
will there be any underwater mobs like sharks?
yeah, that was probably not. Just I don't think it would work very well with how water and pathfinding work in the engine right now.
Oh, this is an interesting question. Will the Halloween event return this year?
I don't know. I wasn't involved when the Halloween event ran last year,
I
so
like the Halloween event. That was fun.
I don't even know what it was. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's
I was
okay.
busy with something else. But if we have something, I don't see why it shouldn't come back on.
Let's see. Will you add a fix for follower pathing in Volcano? So I know that's a big thing where the followers will straight up just like go into the lava.
Go take a lava bath.
Yeah.
Yeah. We try to fix those when we find them.
Yeah. Let's see. Will we be able to have more than one thrall follow you? So asking like you would have your mount, your follower, and then like maybe another or two.
Not in this version. No. I believe there's some mods that can let you do some crazy stuff like that. As I talked about earlier, one of my favorite games having to do with swords and horses. You could do some pretty cool things with armies. I would love if we could do that, but first we need to work on some thrall improvements.
Yeah.
I'll say before we can get there.
Let's see. Any plans to improve building and armor temperature system?
So building and armor temperature system?
Yeah.
Yeah. So armor temperature system, it is something that is being looked at. We do not have a date for it yet, though. Building, I don't. Are they talking about bugs with?
I guess just the building system. Yeah.
We'll fix bugs as we find them. The building system is pretty complex, though. So.
Yeah. Let's see. Will enemies be able to be pushed off ledges and cliffs? And no, it's kind of unfair because they can do the same to you.
Yeah, I'm not really sure.
Let's see. What is Scott's dog's name?
My dog is named Calypso. She is a.
Oh my god.
She just twitched when I said her name. Calypso, come here. She is a lab Australian Shepherd mix.
She is beautiful.
And she is amazing.
Let's see. Do you think implementing glass pieces will be in the future?
Oh, I cannot say at this moment.
Okay. Let's see. Boo, boo, boo. We already talked about mods on consoles. Baby Shark, no thank you. No, please don't get that song stuck in my head. Any new DLC coming with war paints?
We don't have any we don't have any that will include warprints at this moment. So it won't be included in Argos. It doesn't really fit with the Argos luxury / opulence that we were looking for.
Oh my. Uh, oh, so this is a good question. Has there been any more consideration made in regards to turning animations? Horses have them. Humans have Heelys. So it is kind of nice because when you're on a horse, they'll do that slow trot around. But with humans, it's kind of just like that. But
Yeah. At this point, probably not.
you're making me cry.
Oh, sorry.
I know, like there is a certain level of like priority that things take. I know. Let's see. Heavy survival armor set in the future. Will the Mummy of the Ring return? What? Let's see. Some more sorcery questions. So, any plans for RP servers? What you mean by that? Let's see. Oh, someone says that they played in the Halloween event and it was great. So, nice. Can we expect new building pieces like 90-degree foundations or half roofs to do overhangs?
Half roofs to do overhangs. Not right now. Yeah, but if you have any suggestions on what you guys would like, similar to how we did with the columns or the pillars,
Yeah.
just please suggest it, and it's something we can look into.
Oh, this is a good question. Any plans for placeables that provide cooling? Because we got fireplaces and stuff for heating, but nothing to cool down. That's kind of interesting. Igloos win.
Yeah, I don't think there'll be igloos anytime soon, but it's something we can look at. Like I said, we are looking at the temperature system to make it a bit better, so that it's not as punishing or
Yeah.
strange as it can be right now.
More storms would be interesting for different environments. That would be kind of neat, having like a snowstorm, like a flurry. But I don't know in terms of actual plans for that.
Yeah, no plans right now.
Okay. Any new dungeons coming soon?
Nothing that, yeah, nothing that we're ready to talk about.
Okay. Oh, hi, Melcom. Nice seeing you here. Will we see more streams again? So, as far as I'm aware, we're working on something.
Yeah, so just to talk about streams, we went quite a while. I believe I can't remember the last time there was a Exile stream. I guess
It's been a
maybe
while.
in December or November.
Yeah.
So we had I joined the team in January, and we were hoping to do something in February or March, but then the coronavirus situation happened. So we've been, like I said, it has impacted us as far as our work schedules go. So we've had to cut some. I mean, streams are incredibly important, but it was just hard to organize and to get time to do them. And ideally we would do them not working from home, right?
Right.
This isn't the best situation. It would be better if Nicole and I were sitting together in the office
But
and
then
we could
I
actually
wouldn't have
play
my
the game.
cat to show off, and you wouldn't
Sure,
have your
yeah.
dog to show off.
We wouldn't have
What kind of
Calypso.
stream is that?
This is where the people in the NC office are like, well, just let us bring our dogs to work.
Oh man, that'd be great. While we're answering questions, I'll go ahead and I'll put up the Argos clip again, just so people can look through it again if you missed it. Let's see. Will you push the farm rates or level rates again, since a lot of people are still at home due to quarantine?
We can look into it. There are no plans right now, though. So all of our focus at the moment is on making sure that we deliver Argos and Followers 2 on May 7th.
And then people are asking about mounts, so something other than horses, if that is a thing.
No, nothing that we're ready to talk about yet.
Okay. Cat and dog stream, yes. Let's see. Boop, boop, boo. Let's see. All right, is there any plans for water PvP?
Water PvP. What, like fighting while you're swimming?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say Don't hold your breath. Ha ha ha.
That was terrible, Scott.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm a dad, so I can get
Yeah, exactly.
one dad joke per stream.
Someone says, focus on bugs, please. We are absolutely doing that. We have multiple teams doing different things. And along with this, like, with the Followers 2 patch, there will be bug fixes with that.
Yes. Yeah, we are. We try to fix bugs when we can. Some of them are hard to fix,
Yeah.
or are hard to reproduce internally. Some of the crashes on consoles that we have, it takes us a while to work on those. But we are working on optimization and working on
Right.
performance both for consoles and PC, on the client and the server side. So we have some good engineers working on that at the moment. And bugs, we try to work on them when we have time. We commit a certain amount of bug fixing per feature when we go out. One of the things I wanted to do when I joined the team was make sure that the features were themed, and then try to do bug fixes that aligned with that theme, right? So that it would be, not only is the new feature cool, but it's also improving the quality of life of
Right.
that feature in general.
Can you dye the new DLC armors? I imagine you should be able to. You can the other one.
Yeah, I haven't tried it. Hopefully,
I haven't
we'll see.
either, just because, like, I love the colors. They're great. Yeah. I also love, like, on the heavy armor, the, I don't even know what it's called. It looks like feathery on the helmet. It blows in the wind, and it's really pretty.
Oh, the horsehair brush on the top.
Yes, that's what it is. All right. Any new religions coming? So I know people are asking for altar to Bel and things like that.
Say that again.
If there's any other religions coming or anything like that. If
No, nothing in Argos, or
Okay.
Architects of Argos.
So now that we met Calypso, what is Nicole's cat name? This is Taffeta. Taffeta is a type of cloth that is very soft. I didn't give her that name. She came with it, and I love it. Let's see. Any plans for water tiles and building pieces? So, like canals, custom fountain designs, bath pools, like that.
Probably not.
Okay.
Water is scary.
um,
That's why it's a desert. Well, I mean, there's a lagoon and water, but yeah.
There is water. Would it be possible to make thralls and pets not fall under player-owned structures? So I know that's a bug question. So, I mean, it's what we know about, but in terms of the status of it, I don't know. I'd have to look it up.
I don't know if there are any fixes for that in this version. But as always, post on our forums, just the bug section if you encounter any areas or reproduction or bug repro steps, and we can take a look in it.
Let's see. We'll do a couple more questions, and then we'll get the whip and get back to work. Map expansions?
Map expansions, I assume they're talking about in the exiled lands.
Yes.
Nothing planned right now. If you've flown around on the map, there's lots of dungeons under there.
Yeah.
So you can see that when you're using the mod kit. So not anything that we're planning at the time.
Okay. Let's see. We already answered some of these. There's a lot of repeat questions, but we'll have the stream up later on, so you are more than welcome to go back and watch it again. And also, I'm sure Multigun is in here. They do an amazing write-up of all the streams, so they do a great summary of all like the highlights. They even have like timestamps of it, so that'll be posted on the forums. We'll post it up on the social medias as well. I'm sure they'll get it done by like tonight because they're amazing. Let's see. Are pets included with the new followers AI?
Yeah, they'll have the same things applying to them. It is not a thrall fix. It's a thrall feature. It is a follower feature. So
right. Also, do fish traps work in the new fountains?
Yeah, I have no idea. I haven't thought about that.
I was gonna say I'll have to ask that too, but I don't know. I don't think so. But that'd be kind of funny if they did. Let's see. All right. We'll take one more question real quick. Let me just see if there's something. I'm trying to look for one that we haven't like answered. Someone's asking about musician performers.
Performers.
If we'll add like just musicians in as a thrall or follower. It'd be neat.
Yeah, it would be neat. I don't think so. Not at this time.
Yeah. All right. So people are asking about new dyes. I think that's the last question that we'll answer. I don't know if we have plans for adding like extra colors and stuff like that. I think that was the question.
I don't think we have anything right now planned for new dyes.
Cool. All right. So I guess that pretty much wraps it up. This was a lot of fun. I'm sure we'll do more dev streams in the future. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Look forward to the Followers 2 patch and Argos DLC next week, May 7th. And yeah, any last words from you, Scott?
No, just thanks for joining us. We are glad that Exiles can offer some escapism from people that are stuck at home.
Yeah, stay safe, everybody. Seriously.
Yeah, stay safe. Try to remain healthy. Yeah, and we'll hopefully talk soon, sometime after Argos hits. We'll try to be a lot more consistent with streams than we've been in the past.
Right. All right, everybody. Thank you guys for watching so much.